we are back. Thanks for clicking on the link. Welcome to Good Energy. Enjoy the content, and everyone have a blessed day. And we are back. Thanks guys for clicking on the channel. This is Good Energy. Please like, subscribe, comment below. And we're back at the Australian Open. The big story coming in this morning, Emma Raducanu, or what fans are calling Emma Trashikanu. Unbelievable. I will never go that far to disrespect any of these players. They are professionals. They are very, very talented. However, a lot of fans are just simply disappointed with Emma Raducanu's performance since winning the US Open. She's been missing in action, but nonetheless, the upsets keep piling in, upset after upset. And let's get right into it. Covering today's stories, we are also going to be taking a look at tonight's center court matchups: Ashleigh Barty versus Camila Giorgi, and Naomi Osaka versus Amanda Anisimova. Elina Svitolina taking on someone she's never beat before, Victoria Azarenka. That's right, Victoria Azarenka owns a head-to-head. She's never lost to Elina Svitolina, and in fact, it's not even been close. Victoria Azarenka averages a 5+ game win margin when facing Elina Svitolina. They've all been blowouts. Elina just has no answers for Victoria. Take a look at Victoria's serve. Right hand extended, left hand vertically tossing the ball straight up in the air. The right side of her body following through with all of her power, while the left side of her body is fairly in motion, fairly still, not out of position. And what that enables is, if she's facing someone that has a really good return serve, she can easily recover and get back on defense. That's just perfect technique right there. And you see some other players like Paula Badosa, Annette Kontaveit, they have really good, Garbiñe Muguruza. Their techniques are very, very good. And this is beautiful textbook right here. Unbelievable serve and follow through motion. And again, if she's facing someone that's great with return serve percentage, she can easily recover and get back on defense after extending such a heat-seeking missile. That serve coming at you is a fireball. Let's take a look at Elina Svitolina on the other hand. Just a horrible day at the office. Now I'm going to critique Elina Svitolina's serve, and this is really why she struggles in the majors. This is why she's never won a Grand Slam, when she's playing the elite, the very best of the best. Now, she is a WTA finalist and runner-up, so she can compete with the best. She is one of the best in the world. Let's not forget that. But in the majors, where she's getting the best of the best in a week span, this is probably why she falls short. We're going to take a look at her serving motion here. And when she's playing against the veteran players like Victoria Azarenka, they exploit this a lot, and she struggles. Elina's a very good defensive player, but when she's playing these elite players, they really force her into becoming more offensive, where she makes a lot more mistakes, where she's really the type of player that can sit. I mean, her serve is not that strong to begin with. She's not going to wow you with 10 aces in a match. But the reality here is, a lot of these elite players, they force her into being more offensive, where she really likes to just camp back on the baseline and keep the ball in play and make you hit long and make mistakes. But we're going to critique her serve here. The left hand extended, ball vertically in the air, which is fairly consistent, but this is where I feel she overextends. As you can see, the head is coming forward. The right hand is extended straight vertically in the air, but the left hand is essentially holding up the lower half of the body, while her face is completely off balance. You can see the expressions there. She's putting more strength into it. Now the follow through, she does recover some of the lost motion there, where she was overbalanced on the left. But if you take a closer look here at the next image, this is where Victoria Azarenka was able to exploit her on the return serve percentage all day long. And these veteran players, like when Elena plays these veteran players like Serena Williams, 2019 US Open, complete blowout. You know, every time she steps up into these deep grand slams playing these elite players, it's blowouts. How is she going to recover with someone that's dominating the return serve, just throwing rockets back at her? She's overextended. There's no way she can recover, and that's why Victoria Azarenka was able to win the first set 6-love and just dominate this match. Very tough day at the office for Elena Svitolina, but she wasn't the only one that had a tough day today. Spain versus the hard-hitting Ukraine. Marta Kostyuk versus Paula Badosa. Paula Badosa owns a head-to-head 1-0. The first set of their first matchup went to a tiebreak, so a lot of people thought this could potentially be a competitive matchup. Paula Badosa was coming out here with a huge lopsided game spread of 4.5 games, and a lot of people thought that was just ridiculous with the way Marta Kostyuk has been playing. She's very fit, she's game, and hey, these two are friends off the court. But nonetheless, the first set, Paula Badosa came to play ball, getting revenge over her former Spaniard teammate Tormo, and yes, cool as the other side of the pillow, just relaxing with some Gatorade. Paula Badosa would breeze in the first set, breaking Marta Kostyuk 2 times, and really just nothing to it. Paula Badosa took the first set, and the second set we were in for a treat. Marta Kostyuk would come back and break Paula Badosa down the stretch to take the second set 7-5, and this had the making for getting your popcorn and sitting by the TV. Who knows how this match would play out down the stretch. We had a full house here, and Paula Badosa is becoming a main attraction in this sport here. After her run at the WTA Finals, a lot of people are just glued to the TV just watching her play. Nonetheless, Paula Badosa took the first set 6-2. Marta Kostyuk would come back and win the second set 7-5, and this third set went down to the wire. Paula Badosa would eventually get the break and take the match 6-4. Unbelievable effort from Kostyuk. We have to take our hats off to her. She's got next. Watch out for her. Now, you rarely see Madison Keys let out emotion like this, but after spending 6 years ranked inside the top 10, she inflated to above top 50, and she's working her way back on a comeback. And the reality here is Madison Keys has looked great this first few weeks of the season. She leads the tour in aces. However, her serve was missing in action today. She only had 3 aces on the match here, and she needed every one of them. Dropping the first set to Wang 6-4, this match here seemed like it was going to be an upset. However, Madison Keys did bounce back in the second set, winning that 6-3. And the pressure was definitely on Wang, who you could tell felt it. The inexperience started to show. However, the third set started off with 4 breaks in a row. It essentially seemed that the first person that could hold would win this match. However, Wang would bring it down to a tiebreak. We enter the tiebreak for the match. First to 10 points wins, and Madison Keys would end up with 9 match points. That's correct. It was 9-love in the tiebreak for Madison Keys. And all I have to say, ladies and gentlemen, is she's back. That's right. She spent 6+ years ranked inside of the top 10. However, she's never made it past rank 7. She's never won a major. She's going to have to get through Paula Badosa to do that. This is going to be a great match. I think it's going to be a little more of an easier matchup than Wang was in terms of Paula Badosa, because Paula Badosa is a little bigger, not as stationary, but the reality here is I think Madison Keys will lose to Paula Badosa. I think it's going to be another tight match. However, Madison Keys is going to have to find her serve if she doesn't want to get blown out from Paula Badosa. And how about Barbora Krejcikova versus Ostapenko? Ostapenko came out and stole the first set with her power. Barbora Krejcikova had to make a ton of adjustments. Ostapenko won the first set 6-2, and the reality here is Barbora Krejcikova was laying 5 games on the spread to Ostapenko, which was completely ridiculous. 2 former Slam champions, Ostapenko winning the Wimbledon, and we know that Barbora Krejcikova won the French Open. But the reality here is Ostapenko's power is just her backhand is just completely too strong, and her forehand. But the reality here is Ostapenko, she's 30 pounds overweight. The outfits had to change. If she can get in to form and playing form, she's going to be a problem heading into Wimbledon. But the reality here is this is the match. If Ostapenko was in shape, she would win. But I felt for a while there, especially in the second and third set, Barbora Krejcikova had like several match points. I felt she was toying with her, kind of like a lion that has a wounded prey that's dinner. They'll toy with it. I felt Barbora Krejcikova was toying with Ostapenko. That's just me watching a lot of tennis. I felt she could have put her away. I felt she was toying with her. But the reality here is Ostapenko, she's got to get in shape. And when she does, she's going to be a problem. And before we dive into the main event, the last match I'm going to cover is the Greek goddess. This was a blowout. Kvitova, the Russian princess, 6-4, dropping the first set to Sakkari, and then 6-1 in the second set. Marie Sakkari has a traveling band. That's right. She has her own audience. They sing, they chant after each point, and that really keeps her pumped up and motivated. Take away her audience, and I think she struggles in a lot of these matches. But the reality here is it was very quiet in the stadium, but you could hear after each point her fans just chanting and just singing their Greek songs and just pumping up Sakkari. And they do it all the time. They travel with her. I bet that's a big expense, by the way. I don't know, maybe it's a tax write-off or tax deductible or whatever, but they really pick her up when she's playing bad. Kvitova broke Sakkari early in the first set, but her traveling band picked her up. She came back, and no sweat for the Greek goddess. She will advance. All right, the question everyone wants to know: does Camila Giorgi stand any chance against Ashleigh Barty? Ashleigh Barty is a favorite by 7.5 games. That has the making for a completely lopsided match. Something like 6-2, 6-2. So essentially the experts are saying Camila Giorgi doesn't stand a snowball's chance in hell to beat Ashleigh Barty. What do I think about that? Well, let's take a look at the head-to-head. Ashleigh Barty and Camila Giorgi have faced each other 3 previous occasions, the last being at the 2018 Australian Open, which went 3 sets. That was in the round of 64. And before that, I mean, several years ago, 2017 Birmingham and 2017 Strasbourg. But the reality here is Ashleigh Barty owns the head-to-head 3-love, and Ashleigh Barty has a win margin of 5 games per match. So being given 7 seems like that's something that could be feasible. But the reality here is Camila Giorgi, we know she likes to take risks. She likes to take chances. For her small frame, she is very powerful. She has a very strong forehand, as you can see there. She loves her forehand. That's her favorite weapon. Her serve is not that great, but she's the type of player, she's very athletic, she's very fit. She's definitely going to have the physical advantage over Ashleigh Barty. So if this thing does go deep and late, you're definitely going to give the fitness level, that edge is going to go to Camila Giorgi. But the reality here is what makes Ashleigh Barty a tough match for Camila Giorgi is what Ashleigh Barty does to her opponents. Ashleigh Barty does the same thing to every single opponent, just like the Serena Williams, just like all the great players do. Ashleigh Barty is a master of ceremony at redirecting her energy. No matter how powerful or fast a shot you have coming at her, she's going to redirect it with a slice. And then now that's essentially going to put you on the defensive, and that's going to translate and transition into her on the offensive for her next shot. a slice is just, that's not something that's in Camila Giorgi's game plan. Not only does she redirect your energy with a slice, she redirects your energy with a drop shot. She can redirect your energy with a serve and volley. Serve and volley, that's not something that's in Camila Giorgi's game. I feel Camila Giorgi, if she could master a wide serve volley with her speed and athletic ability, I think she would be a problem. And she has a lot of strength. But the reality here is Ashleigh Barty is going to win this match. I would probably buy the 7.5 up to 8.5, pay the extra juice, and I anticipate maybe a 6-2, 6-2 victory for Barty, straight sets. But take the 8.5, take the extra juice, and take the 7.5 and make it a winner. But the reality here is I would love to see Camila Giorgi win. I really would love to. The winner will play the opponent that wins the Osaka Amanda Anisimova match, which I'm going to cover next. But before I get into that match, anyone that is a Camila Giorgi fan, I have a Camila Giorgi rookie card in my eBay store. Please visit that if you'd like to purchase this card here. I have a ton of sports memorabilia, anything from Serena Williams to Venus Williams, Camila Giorgi. I have LeBron James rookies, all types of rookie cards and sports memorabilia, autograph memorabilia, a ton of stuff. I have over just a ton. Check out the eBay store. The link is in my description. So thank you for your support. But let's get right into the main event. Naomi Osaka versus Amanda Anisimova. Naomi Osaka, the reigning Australian Open champion, 7 single titles on her young career, with 4 of them being majors. Amanda Anisimova, the world's ranked 60th person. They've never faced each other before, but Amanda Anisimova is 7-0 on the short year so far. She has great confidence. She's beaten some huge names so far on this run. As you can see, in her short young career, only 109 wins on her short career, already featured on the homepage of the WTA with Barbora Kostyuk and Paula Badosa. Amanda Anisimova, I like her wide serve. That causes problems for a lot of opponents. It immediately prevents a return serve from being offensive, and it essentially puts a lot of great players in a defensive position where she is just attacking. Amanda Anisimova is an offensive player. She can give up games on defense. Her defense is not that great, but she's the type of person that can score. She reminds me of a young Jennifer Brady, and a lot of these young American women that are coming out lately, they have the wide serve. And I think that's a great old school tennis tactic, and it really puts a lot of pressure on defensive players. Whereas if they're not on their offensive game, they can easily find themselves down a set and down a break very easily. But the reality here is she's facing one of the greatest players of this young generation. Naomi Osaka is really, really good. Okay, not like everyone didn't know that already, but the reality here is Osaka's power can change any strategy. Osaka's power is like Mike Tyson's famous saying, everyone has a game plan until you get punched in the mouth. And that's what Osaka does with her power. With her power coming at you, again, it puts you on the defensive. So this is going to be a game plan where both ladies have strong offensive tendencies, and both ladies are not the greatest at defense. However, Osaka's power can transition from offense to defense and put you on the defensive, even though you could be serving. But the reality here is Osaka's the 3-1 favorite, and who's going to win this match? Going into the round of 32, any 3-1 favorites, 4-1 favorites, as we saw today, there can be a lot of upsets. A lot of players, they want those big checks, especially the players that aren't in these situations too often. They're playing their hardest. We saw Kostyuk, what she did with Paula Badosa, That was amazing. We saw what Wang did with Madison Keys. That was amazing. I did do a prediction video yesterday. If you guys can please like, subscribe, and comment on that one. I gave you a prediction on this match, but I'm going to give you a first set prediction. We're going to take Amanda Anisimova plus 2.5 games on the first set. That's minus 125. Amanda Anisimova, she's a fast starter. Osaka lately has not been a fast starter. It's been taking her a while to catch her rhythm and get in form and get in stride. I think Amanda's going to start fast. She could potentially even lose the first set. She could serve first and be broken once and still win this. We're going to take Amanda Anisimova plus 2.5 games the first set. This is good energy, guys. Please like, subscribe, comment below. Thanks for viewing. Anyone interested in any of my sports memorabilia, please click the link in my description. I do have the Camila Giorgi rookie card for sale, but nonetheless, I appreciate the love. Comment below. Enjoy the matches.